like like I say, most people would come down to Earth from another planet or from whatever, and they could probably give you a printout of everything these people have done. Like there's probably many people in civilization today that could probably walk up to you and be like, "Let's see, Senator," and I think lots of people probably even have done it. You know, basically, let's see, Senator, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Let's see, you're great leaders, blah blah blah. Need I go on? In the past 40 years, and if you ask some other planets, or at least the 1.5s or the exoskeletons, they could be like, and his dad's dad did. And you thought you were alone. And if you want pictures, like probably the Chinese Empire or the Chinese could probably, or even most people in Britain could probably do something like that. Like these people have been around a long time. Like I said, and their children are gonna be like, come right up, don't ever tell anything or anyone. Like I said, meanwhile, from trillions of billions of years before you and before World War One, the LSF colony ship picked up an A on Earth, came back, left, came back. Was wandering around. Lucifer Star, aka Brian, also known as Brian, 500 deep space missions underneath his belt, lasting more than 150 million years each. For each deep space mission, that's a new planet with another colony or life forms on it. And from those 500, or 1,200, I counted 1,200 or 2,000 actually, my total existence or something like that. Like I said, I spent 2/3 of the time. I could tell you a long time ago. I did blah 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 X amount of missions with exoskeletons. I did blah 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 with 1.5s. I did blah 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 with the human race. Like 70 years or 40 with the human race or something like that. Human life form types. Like I said, that's why some people would call me colonizer. Good evening, colonizer. Like, yes. I'm Lucifer Star. Anyway. You know, like I said, that's why I wanted all these photographs and all these films and all this stuff, you know. Actually, like I said, back in the old days, like the Irish people would be like, we didn't even know back then that he was blah, 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 blah. You know, they just had cameras coming by and doing this and doing that and blah, blah. And it was really cute. Like I said, it was really cute. The Irish people, like I say, were like, we're like, I gotta think of a better name for the whatever blah blah. It's like, no, you don't. Whatever your name is, it's fine. Even if it's you know, whatever. You know, it's fine. You're Irish. You're my people. You know, and you're amazing hard workers. So, and the Irish people would later on be like, it should be us over there eating the good food and blah blah blah. And another older Irish man would, well, who would shovel the coal and do the dishes? It's like, you did me a service, okay? You did all of existence a service, and that's why you're photographed on record. And I'm sorry, you should have been paid more. You're right, I know. And don't worry, I'm sure somebody will, you know, do something. You know, if I didn't do anything, if I didn't do something myself, as stretchy or whatever. Like I said, I was nanotechnology. You see, I was nanotechnology and greater life form and AI at some point. So I mean, I did a lot of things that I don't even remember anymore. So anyway, yeah, you know, I used to tell my life forms I'm always around, I'm all around, because I was. So anyway, yeah, you know. Anyway. And yeah, I'm sorry about the most epic stupid. And yes, and like I would say, all those rich people, they weren't really rich. They were just going on a cruise or whatever. It's like, I know they weren't really. I mean, we were trying to up the pay rate so they could go traveling because they couldn't afford it. So I was like, how can these people go traveling if they don't have any money? It's like, exactly. We're gonna have to give them all raises. Yep, we are. Starting with my Irish. I said I love that. I hope they got paid a lot more. I was trying to get them raises and get everything raised up. In printed money, it's easier to pay people. So anyway, and that's why a lot of Irish people, a lot of people were saving money for me because I'd help them with medical or I'd help them with what's called. That's why a lot of people. And later on, I was telling the people, I was like, no, don't worry about saving it. Don't worry about it. I love you. Thank you for saving for me. That's really kind of you, but spend it on yourself. So a bunch of people went out and bought stuff. It's really cute. Like I said, I could tell you all about your existence, everything. And like I said, I was moved. I was, I love my people, and I was, and like I say, everyone else saw that too. Everyone else in the universe saw your good times and your bad times, and like I said, at some point in time, I saw these people without, loved ones or without, not in relationships, and when I was trying to encourage relationships. That's why all the dating stuff and the speed dating, that was all stuff that I wanted done. People were doing for me. Your whole existence is around me, basically. It's like, well, I'm your Lord, I'm your creator. What? But I'm supposed to just be going out there going, oh, well, I don't think we have heard, because I'm already stealing that much money, and, I can't pay the bribes and keep everything going and keep them not knowing about my rape, how I was raping young women when I was 45 or 20. So in the White Star submarine one from Pearl Harbor that we stole, so I'm afraid it's not in the budget. John McCain. My quote of John McCain. So, I mean, because John McCain's definitely probably paying off people all kinds, just trying to steal money. Like I said, that was the whole thing. Is the Germans were watching the books. That's why they attacked the Germans, really, because the Germans were my bookkeepers. They were making sure that John McCain and all the others weren't stealing money. And like I said, as if that's not bad enough, there's still the Chinese and Irish and John McCain, just like Rodney and Rick Bush and all these other people, thought, well, it's like, well, you're really not. 500 deep space missions, colony ship. Everyone's just like, even it got so bad. Even the public was like, even strangers, even the construction workers that were just working out there were like, I mean, you could be in a cave, and you'd be like, this is ridiculous. I just didn't really care. I was living my life. Like I said, I had been Lord and Protector for hundreds of millions of years, hundreds of trillions of years, and I was finally taking a vacation. And technically, people thought I was dead, probably. Like, no, I'm not dead. I might have died once or for a little bit, but then I came back. So, told you I'd be back. It said in the book, the Bible, that I'd be back. So, I mean, what? I usually keep my promises. So, or someone keeps them for me. It's funny, really. But all the sports cars, all the engines. Like I said, we would produce an aircraft and we'd have an engine type or a car that you could buy the aircraft or the car. The leader in cars and aircraft for hundreds of trillions of years or millions of years. Lucifer Star, me, Brian. So, that's why there's a helicopter pad at the White House, because Lucifer White Star's house, the inventor of helicopters and all that. So fucking stupid. Oh well. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, it was going to be a mess. It is a mess. And the thing was me, civilization creator and massive creator and world universe's best civilization creator. I sat down and I spent over 1,000 years going over everything on Earth, everything in the human civilization. Like I said, once we knew that Earth was the problem, I sat here and I basically looked at it, dealt with it for over 1,000 years, trying to straighten it out. And this is me, number one civilization creator. Like I said, I wouldn't give up on Earth. I wouldn't give up on this particular civilization. I think it was this one, but I wouldn't give up. You know, I was going to figure it out, and I was going to make rules and get it right. So I spent 1,000 years on it, and finally said, okay, that's as good as I can get it. And like I said, and that's another thing, another point to me, is that I actually outwitted and outdid a learning AI computer program. Because he said, well, I only know your moves or blah, blah, blah. And you actually just made it. It's like, yeah. So I actually stopped. Like, he was going to, like Nixon or someone had actually tasked him with blowing up the world or something. So, or something like I outdid him too. Like I said, it's kind of funny because I was just like, it's like, well, that was pretty good. What can I say? Thing was, like I said, with all these other things and blah, 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 you know, I could probably explain it more better, you know, actually do like a list and everything for you. If you want me to put it up on a wall, I'd be like, blah, 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 blah. It's like, which part do you want? And this was blah, 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 and this is blah, 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 blah. I could explain the whole thing to you. And I spent 1,000 years trying to straighten out the mess. Me, Lucifer Star, the greatest civilization creator in all the universe, and I spent 1,000 years on this. Most people probably say, well, you know, it would have been easier just to destroy the planet. It's like, yeah, but then I'd be giving up, and I never gave up. It's another thing that people would say, he doesn't give up, he never gives up, he never has given up, he probably never will give up. It's like, no, I don't. I never have. That's one of my things. And I didn't have to with all my life forms and everything else. And besides, it would have meant your death anyway, so. If I gave up, you'd be like, well, it was a planet and it became a scorched earth. Scorched earth policy. They started to say, you know, like I said, they were saying it was Lord Hitler or the Lord of Germany's scorched earth policy. It's like, no, it wasn't. Well, maybe it was his, but you know. And realistically, it was Nixon, JFK, and Jimmy Carter and John McCain. Like I said, over here in the U.S. here in America, he's like. But over there, he's like, oh, Donald Von Braun! Anyway, whatever. Like I said, I don't care. You guys get to figure it out and deal with it. And realistically, it's probably the Middle East that was having to deal with it. It's like, what the fuck? Why are they people over here? Don't they have a country? Some Middle Easterns, when they started to realize all this stuff and started, you know, probably hearing my videos, were probably like, it's like I say, it's Washington, D.C. It's John McCain. John McCain, blah, 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 blah. Like, do you want me to draw you a list? Should I go to the White House in Washington, D.C. and put a bullet in his head myself? Like, what do you want me to do? I explain it all for you. You know, don't believe what they blah, blah, blah on the TV. Like, that's why people just say, I just turn off the TV. I don't even watch it anymore. Because, you know, it's pointless. It's all just Republican or Democratic crap. Like I said, Trumpy used time travel to come out with a better shoe. That's how stupid it is. It's pathetic.